I was really inspired by I May Destroy You, the HBO show. Did you watch it?
What's the name?
I May Destroy You. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
It's by
I haven't.
Michaela Cole, and she actually wrote the show herself. She's a Ghanese Londoner, and she wrote it about.
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Rings a bell?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, you should.
But I am a fan of Michaela, and like she did Bubble Gum, right?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
I'm reading everything about it. I haven't seen it.
The show is it blows you away. And she wrote it herself.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is what we should do. We shouldn't wait for, old white men to write stories and like.
But she's also very open about how the industry really works, right? Because she's been getting a lot of backlash, not backlash,
she got a lot of rejection.
Rejection, exactly. So
they were all like, "You should change this and that." She was like, "No, I'm not changing anything."
Yeah.
And it turned out, and it's an awesome show.
But are these things that you are facing as well? Because she's obviously talking from a perspective of a black woman perspective, like the stories that she writes, she really wants to like own her stories and she doesn't want to compromise. She also talks a lot about as a black woman struggling with all these things.
I cannot relate to that because I will never know that, but I can relate to her being a woman and it's also about sexual assault and being objectified and I think that's really interesting. Like, as a woman, are you still in control? If you walk around sexy, you can do that for your own confidence. Like, hell, we should all be allowed to. And if you get harassed, I mean, that's awful. And somehow it's still sort of the woman's fault, or that's what the show's about as well. So I can't relate to her as a black woman because I will never know. I will never know how that is.
No, maybe as a woman,
but as a woman, I can feel the nuances that she has in her show, and there's so many good scenes about that, about being a woman and being in relationships with men. So I think I had never seen it in that way. Yeah, and I think that's told from her and it's so real. Yeah, and I think she told it from her perspective, and that's why I'm like, oh, I understand this, I know this. So and she's it's very a London hip scene, and I don't know her, but I can relate. I can.
That's really good
because she's true to what she's telling.
Yeah. So as an actress now, because I think you said before that as an actress you get the script and then you just play the role. How are you now as an actress? Can you now decide what roles you want to play? Can you help also behind the scenes in changing the scripts?
How
does it now that you're more conscious? Because I think, have you always wanted to be an actress?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I grew up
That's
watching
cool. So you're
Star Wars and I don't know, E.T. and all. I just wanted to be an actress, and I was like, but everybody wants to do this, right? And then I thought it was so obvious that it's obviously the best job in the world, and it turned out not everybody wanted to do it. It's like, okay, well, this is what I want to do, and I did love studying as well. So I liked learning other things, but I was like, no, but eventually I want to play movies. That's what I want to do, but I don't really get to say, well, unfortunately, I want to do something now about this and hope there's a script, because there's not I'm still dependent on what's being made. Yeah. It's a really costly thing. It's really expensive making a movie, making series. So it's like I have to wait for things, and it's not that I say no to things every day, and I'm really picky, but there's not a lot of that comes by, like, you want to play this from this. It's not a lot. I have to say that.
That's interesting, because in our first season we had Yuta, with Yuta Wong Loi Song, who's also an actress.
I know her. She's amazing.
Yeah, I think she played with your
with my boyfriend.
Your partner, with your boyfriend, exactly. And then she was also saying the same, that she not moved to, but she had more roles in America. Yeah. So that is definitely something in this film industry in the Netherlands,
actually
right?
Really had because I, as a I'm white and I can be cast as a lead easier for maybe things are changing, but Utah really had an issue like not roles. Every big romantic comedy, which is for the big audience, they don't really. Sometimes they don't dare to take the risk of taking. I don't know.
How can we change this in the Netherlands? How can we change this?
I think it's coming. And there's a really cool movie now being made, Meskina, by Daya Bukvic. It's about a Moroccan chick. It's a Moroccan chick who is divorced, which is a shame apparently in Moroccan culture. But I think it's
that's already changing the narrative, like the traditional stories. That's good.
And sometimes I'm also missing like a Moroccan Cosby show, like something like that. Like not Bill Cosby's a monster. Turned out to be a monster, but
I get it. Just a family.
Before we knew this,
I
want to know, just give me like a cool family thing.
That's
and
good.
Give me like a series about a Moroccan family. I want to see this. I want to. I don't understand why. Why is it taking so long?
But you could definitely be a part of that change now that you're writing more scripts. You know, you never know.
Yeah, I never know,
Maybe somebody's listening to this podcast and is like, yo, I want to work with Anna.
Absolutely, yeah.
You never know.